Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential briefing for Monday, June 8th, 2026. Fire potential headlines for the next couple of days include windy and dry conditions area-wide today, and those winds will continue over the south and east on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we'll see cooler temperatures and light precip across the north late today through Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning as the low moves through. For fuels, the grass and sagebrush continue to be the main drivers or main carriers of fire right now. Impacts for the next couple of days again include widespread dry gusty winds across much of the Great Basin, including Utah, Nevada, and up into southern Idaho. We'll see some isolated storms start to move into our northern and western areas late today and overnight. On Tuesday, those storms will continue mainly across the north. Maybe we'll see some isolated storms over far northern Nevada and northern Utah, but those winds will keep up ahead of the front over southern and southeast Utah. Those winds will continue on Wednesday as well, and we'll see some lingering storms continuing across our far northern areas on Wednesday. Yesterday was a quiet day, no precipitation, no lightning. We thought there might be a few little storms in northern Utah, but nothing panned out. Fire activity for yesterday saw 8 new fires for just over 1,300 acres. Most of those acres were coming off this fire here in central Utah. The current ERC conditions show pretty high values across a couple of PSAs, popping over 90th percentile over southern Utah, southern Nevada, and southern Idaho here. We will see the values, especially across the north, coming down a bit with the cooler temperatures and precipitation expected starting to come in tomorrow, but the values across the south are still going to stay quite high. The upper air forecast for the next couple of days shows that area of low pressure just off to our north and west today. That's what's bringing very strong widespread winds across much of the geographic area today. We do have high risk triggers issued for much of eastern Nevada and much of Utah, but we'll see some breezy conditions everywhere today. On Tuesday, that low continues to make its way further eastward, and we'll see the cooler temperatures and precipitation move in across the north. And then on Wednesday, the low will be exiting off to the east, but we may see some impacts still over far northeast areas with a little bit of lingering precipitation. Still some wind out ahead of that low as it moves through, especially across southern and eastern Utah. So again, the winds for today, widespread, gusty winds across much of the geographic area, low relative humidities over Nevada and Utah. Tomorrow, the winds will be focused mostly over southern and eastern Utah. The RH has come up across Idaho and western Wyoming behind that front, although it will still be pretty breezy up there. And then on Wednesday, still breezy across the north as the low tracks across the area, but again, RHs are going to be on the higher end, and then we'll still see some dry, breezy conditions over eastern Utah. Precipitation for the next couple of days shows that precip starting to move in late today, overnight into tomorrow across Idaho, into western Wyoming by tomorrow, and we'll see some light precip over northern Nevada and into northern Utah tomorrow. By Wednesday, just some lingering storms over the far northern zones. For the second half of the work week, we go into a bit of a milder pattern with maybe slightly above normal temperatures. Under that westerly to northwesterly flow across the area with the low off to north and the east. And we'll kind of rebound from the cooler temperatures in the first half of the week across the north. And we'll see some of the yellows and browns returning to the northern parts of the geographic area by late in the week. For the winds in the second half, light winds for the most part Thursday and Friday, maybe some stronger northerly winds on Saturday across Idaho, and still some very dry conditions in place area-wide. Not much in the way of precipitation for the second half of the week. And to sum things up here, the 7 days showing that high risk, once again, a broad area for today, a smaller area across southern and eastern Utah on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then no high risk issued for the rest of the remainder of the period. The extended forecast for June 13th through the 17th puts pretty cool temperatures in place across the northern Rockies and building some warm temperatures along the west coast. And precipitation-wise, looking for a drier pattern across the northwest and maybe some above normal precipitation squeaking into Utah. That concludes today's briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.